right.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh.
Check this out. I'm here with Dan Durkin and his fan club over there. So this is Thea with R.A.W.Vlogcast, where we keep it real, talk with authentic people who are willing to share their passion. And this guy is one of the most passionate musicians.
Oh, well, you know, yeah.
So, I mean,
I love what I do. That's all. That's where it comes from. If you love what you do, then you're passionate.
Yes.
Right? And I love music, and I love, entertaining and doing all that good stuff, coming from the heart.
Well, when did you figure this out? How old were you?
About 4.
Okay.
Saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, and the next day my mom had that record in my hand. I had a Beatle wig, and I was a fan of music, and watching the show, I remember thinking, with all the screaming and like whatever that is, I want in on that, as a 4-year-old would do,
Age 4, I want that.
I mean, I just knew that was, I wanted to do what that was. There was something there that was like, going on. I remember listening to that record and just loving it, looking at the picture of them and going, what is this, and being so excited. And that, I just remember the excitement of, and I was 4, so it's 64, so I mean, to be in on that at that age and know that there was something, I mean, it was just, my whole world was like, this is what it is. This is what life is.
And it's been like that ever since.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like slowly kind of, I had bands. We would, when we were kids, I'd get like 3 guys, and we had a porch that looked onto the street, and we would put on the She Loves You record, and we would fake the song, and I knew that the Catholic school would get out at 2:30, and this one was about 5, and they would come by my house, right? They'd get off the bus stop, walk past us, and they could see us on the deck out there. So when they came, we put the record on, and we do She Loves You, and that's, I knew that's what I wanted to do. So I headed all that stuff, like, let's do this, you guys, and so that excitement is from way back when, and it hasn't gone away.
And now you sing, you play the harp, you play the guitar, you play the keyboard. Mm-hmm. What don't you
drums.
do? Drums.
Drummer first and foremost, actually, because of Ringo. I mean, that's how I learned to play drums. And we had a jukebox in when I grew up in Long Island in the basement. We had a jukebox, and I had the drum set down there. And then we used to play all those records, and I used to learn from the records, and not just Beatles, but like Clearwater and Stones and Brown Sugar and all these bands. I used to play to those records, as a kid. So.
Anybody here have anything they want to add to this or ask about?
I do.
Okay.
I want to hear the story about your special guitar.
Okay, yeah, the guitar I use is a brown one from Yamaha, and I usually tell that story when I play. And when I do Wichita Lineman by Glen Campbell, and the guitar is actually Glen Campbell played it on the Japanese tour in 1993. So that guitar, right there, the brown one.
The brown one up on stage.
Yeah, that's a Yamaha. And a friend of ours was doing the tour, doing security in Tokyo, and Yamaha supplied him with the guitars for the tour. So we had like 4 of them, and she became friends with him, and he said, at the end of the tour, he said, take one back with you. That's the one she took back. So I would go and to our friend's house, and there the guitar would be, and I'd play it, and I didn't even know it was Glen Campbell's. I just loved the sound of it. And my wife, unbeknownst to me, she had it appraised, and she bought it and gave it to me on our honeymoon in 1995.
Oh, that's a good question.
So it was played by Glen Campbell. It's got his mojo, and that's why I do, when I do the solo gig, I do Wichita Lineman.
And you're still playing it.
Still playing.
Still going strong.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody else? Somebody else had their hand up?
I was curious about your very first show that you played. And, was it here?
Oh, the very first show with...
First public show.
As
Petty Theft.
As Petty Theft. That was in 2005. Everybody says that, Petty Theft started in 2003, but it wasn't actually Petty Theft as a tribute band. It was Petty Theft with 8 songs of Tom Petty. I joined the band, and I was playing just keyboards and guitar in the back. And we did original songs, we did like 8 Petty songs, we did a whole bunch of other covers. And then my idea back then was like, you guys got 8 songs, finish the job, do a tribute band, this is 2004. And so the lead singer that was in it said, I don't want to do that, I want to do my own songs, and I respect that. He left, we auditioned people, couldn't find the front guy, and I wasn't going to sing it. At the time, I didn't think I was worthy of that voice, singing that style. And then we looked at some people, weren't happy with it, and we finally decided on me. And the first gig was at the Marin Brewing Company in Marin in Larkspur Landing with the band Revolver, which I played drums in, and I started the band about the same time that Petty Theft started, and that we did together. We did the show, and that was our first show, 2005. So really, Petty Theft's first show as Petty Theft the tribute band was 2005. Though Petty Theft started 2003. So they'll say it was 2003, or Monroe will say, you know, Dan's been doing this for 19 years, but actually it's not true. Since 2005.
Okay. And you are part of a couple of other bands.
I'm in a band called The Illegals with a bunch of great musicians. That was a fluke how that started. It wasn't really meant to be, but it's like it came together. Different guys in the band, in this band called Illegals, were all trying to start an Illegals band within 5 years of each other. Two guys each. So me and Michael from Revolver were trying to do it 5-6 years ago. Couldn't find the high singer guy. That's when I met David Vincent and asked him, "You would be great in this," and he said, "That'd be cool," but nothing. We never materialized. Meanwhile, Jesse and another guy were trying to do an Eagles thing. Didn't come off the ground. So all these things came together. So David calls me out of the blue about 2 years later and says, "Hey, I have a guy that's going to start this Eagles band for North of Marin. You want to be part of it?" I said, "Great." I go, "I got the guy for the guitar player and the guy that can get the vocals arranged, Michael Budash from Revolver." So he came in, David, and then I met Joey DeBono from a Petty Theft sub gig. He was subbing. I said, "Hey, by the way, I'm starting this Illegals band thing. You want to be it?" He said, "Yes, I want to join it." So it all came about serendipity, really, how it happened. That makes sense. That was long and winded.
But it makes sense, but it was a good story.
It's a good story.
Very good.
Wasn't it? Yeah. Again, it was like I get this call, and the other guy that was with him wanted to be Don Henley and be Don Henley, and it didn't work out. So he left. Well, he got kind of pushed out, and then Jesse Brewster, I got a call from someone that said, "Hey, he'd be great in Illegals." He called me, and I said, "Yeah." Ba-boom, and then Adam Berkowitz from Petty Theft was going to be the drummer, but he couldn't do it because the wifey said too many bands. So that's when Ryan came in on drums, and so then we had this band. And we rehearsed about a year and a half, 2 nights a week to get this thing right.
And you guys play
Well,
it right.
it's pretty good. It's so hard to do what those guys do, but you know, it's been a blessing. So.
And another band, I think I've heard you on.
Revolver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Revolver.
So Revolver I met,
Revolver.
Revolver I met the same time, and both these bands, Petty Theft and Revolver, I met on Craigslist. So I put this ad out, and they put an ad out. I get this call. I say, "Hey, I'm kind of a drummer like Ringo. I'm not like special, but I can lay down a groove and sing, and that's my thing. If you like Levon Helm, if you like Ringo, if you like Charlie Watts, that's my groove." So I get a call from Michael, first time, and we talked about it, and we formed Revolver. So, and then they had a drummer at the time, so I was playing keyboards and guitar again, and I wanted to play drums. And I'm like, this drummer's more jazz. It wasn't really quite working well. I said, "You guys, if we do this thing, I want to play drums, or I'm gonna take off." So I got the drum gig, and it's been, again, that started in 2005. So, and we do like Crosby, Stills, Nash, real vocal stuff, Beatles, Stones, all the '60s stuff, Hermits, you name it,
You're getting to
Monkeys.
do the Beatles music and.
Oh, we do a lot of Beatles, but a lot of Crosby, Stills, and Nash, a lot of vocal stuff, and that's called Revolver. So yeah, we'll be playing May 14th at Jerry's and Nevada.
And
First gig back.
Revolver, and then you're going to be playing at Twang Fest. That's
Twang
on
Fest,
the 15th.
the 15th, yes, yeah, with Petty Theft.
And Santa Rosa.
Yeah, and then next weekend, the 6th and 7th, I think, at the Hot Monk Nevada with Illegals. I'm all over the place, you know.
Yes.
Special Mother's Day show on Sunday?
No, it's not Sunday. It's just Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
Oh.
So whatever that Friday, Saturday is, I don't know. Coming up next week, this coming Friday, Saturday, right?
This weekend.
Anybody else want to say anything?
Yeah, anybody? Nope.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
These guys are so supportive when I play. I just want to say I'm very blessed.
The
They're awesome.
backup singers.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And dancers.
And dancers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hi, Terry.
And one other story I want to, because you were talking about your bucket list.
Yeah.
You have a bucket list that's happening. Tell us about that.
Tomorrow we're going to announce that Petty Theft is going to open for Leonard Skinner and Tesla, and Leonard Skinner at the Concord Pavilion. We're going to be the opening band there, so we just got news of that a couple weeks ago. and it's gonna be announced tomorrow. The Bone is putting it on, the radio station, selling tickets, so you can get tickets through there. But we're so excited to play the Concord Pavilion. For me, I've seen so many acts there through the years as a young kid. So to be playing that stage and with those guys, it's going to be, a bucket list.
A dream come true.
Yeah, a dream come true.
That's what happens when you do what you love for a living.
You're right.
Make dreams come true.
Yeah. Passion.
That's right.
Passion.
Okay, so
starts with passion.
And anything famous words you live by you want to share with the world here?
Today's the first day of the rest of your life.
Ooh,
It's like the commercial for the cereal. Started right with total. No, but it's a true statement.
It is very true.
Yeah. There's things I kind of think, God, I could have made better, done better, and it's like, forget about it. The next day, go do your thing. So,
that's right.
Stay true to yourself and believe and be good to each other, and you can't go wrong in life.
That's
right?
Great words of wisdom.
Right? I feel lucky to be doing what I'm doing. I'm very blessed and fortunate. Aww.
And now, how can we follow you with all of these bands? How can the people?
Oh God, I'm a terrible promoter with that. But you go to pettytheftrocks.com.
Okay.
It's the Tom Petty tribute site. Illeaglesband.com is the Eagles tribute band, and then Revolver. You just got to go to Dan Durkin. I have a artist page on Facebook. DanDurkin.com.
On Facebook.
I don't know. It's on Facebook. So if you look Dan Durkin in there, you'll see me with the hat, and you can like that and find out all the stuff where I play and all that. So.
And he is playing the music.
Yeah, I do solo stuff too, which is fun. And today was a solo gig, which I love to do, and I love the Hot Monks support me. And during COVID, this is all you could do at the time, so it was a very important thing for me to be able to play and keep playing. And Hot Monk had a lot to do with that, with the different places, Novato, Sebastopol, and Sonoma. So yeah, so I kept doing it. So I love playing acoustic shows.
And he's good at it. I can't decide what I like him better at. All right, you guys.
All right.
So let's do a backup song thing. What's one thing, a line that we can follow? Music line that we can follow.
I don't know. A Tom Petty song?
Yep.
Free Fallin'.
Okay, ready? 1,
2, 3. 'Cause I'm free. Free falling.
Woohoo! Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
That's a wrap. Cheers.
Cheers.